There's the Kufra. He'd rather play a Kufra than play an Arlot. That is Chakmu right there.
But this is the perfect pick. Again, if you ask who the most iconic Kufra is in all of MLB esports history, you name Joshua Mangilog, you name Chaknu.
That's right.
So in the league, like Chaknu here, are the reason why they're so good with the Kufra. The calculation, here they go.
Okay, here comes Chaknu, but Carl TZ's gonna get that. Look at the counter attack coming in from TLPH plus the Frigid Glacier. Chaknu's gonna be the first blood here. And now look at that Tempest of Blades coming in from Endoryu as Sanji picks up a double kill. Sanford and JP. Sanji is still alive for TLPH.
By a sliver. Smart Omega, the best way to recover from that is, just hold on, implosion.
They're not afraid to commit the implosion onto Chaknu just to make sure he's gonna be brought down. But Joe with his Zaman for synchro-fishing combination. Here comes the Pride Device from Sanji. But Iota goes in with a vengeance. He's going to take him down. And there's the trade the Barangay is waiting for.
Gold laners, Big J, Jome here is going to be crucial.
Tyrant's Rage, Chaknu on the Sanford, but look at the implosion coming in from JP. Over the Frigid Glacier is there. Iota going on to the backline with the final slash. Chaknu has to flicker out. Jome is here this time with his Zaman Force onto Carl TZ plus JP. They're running away. Chaknu wants to chase right after them. And Carl TZ is the man down for TLPH.
And that's what.
But when the timer for TLPH comes, here comes the clash.
Wow.
Okay, Eternal God Curse Blast will be casted there. Akutsil, who's going to set up first. It's going to be a retribution battle between the two junglers. Chaknu charging his revenge, but Ukir gets the turtle. Now they want to go right after Sanford, though. Is this a disengage for Omega? Implosion from JP! Plus the Blazing Duet! Frigid Glacier combination. Tempest of Blades will have to cast it because Endoryu trying to go right after JP. That's one trade for Omega. And Carl TZ gets the Lord. Now Jome has to answer right back. Implosion coming in from JP. Match to catch to Benny Cutie. The Bagio goes in right after the backline with a Blazing Duet. But JP and Sanford will fall down. Here comes the attack coming in from Endoryu. The Nightmare manages to catch two. Looking for Benny Cutie with a Finch Boys. He still has the Divine Sword. But in the middle lane, they're not done with Sanji. Gonna commit the Tyrant's Rage. Jome is there as well as Endoryu. The Pride of Ice is there.
You're looking for that Holy Crystal still to lock in from Jome. That's going to help him power up a lot. But it's already picked up by Carl TZ. And now TLPH, the Cavalry, is taking a whole lot from Smart Omega right now.
I'm just amazed at the two gold laners for both of these teams. They're able to dish out the damage. Wait, Carl TZ knows where Endoryu is. Sacred Hammer's not going to connect because Finch Boys is there. Now TLPH works on the turret onto the bottom lane. And going back to my point, look at the KDAs of the two gold laners. 301 for Benny, Jome 203. Oh, wait a minute, Conceal. Coming in from Omega, Chaknu charging at times revenge. They're gonna catch Sanford, not committing the ult yet. Here comes JP once again. Will he cast the implosion? As Chaknu falls down, Frigid Glacier is there. Iota answers right back with a final slash onto the backline. Benny Cutie with a mega kill onto the Blazing Duet as they catch three. Sanji on the chase onto Jome. Sacred Hammer to make sure there is no escape and only the Nightmare is left to defend.
TLPH will go ahead and just take the hope that Smart Omega had throughout the game so far and just take it out of the picture, and they're going to run it in.
What can Endoryu do at this point as TLPH bounces back for this game #1 victory against Omega?
A decisive turnaround.
Leave it to TLPH to throw a curveball.
40, what?
Leave TLPH to leave a throw curve it up to us.
Is this a debut? This has got to be a debut.
I think it is. I think it is.
Okay.
I would
Welcome to game #2. Look at the pressure already in the jungle.
They're very aggressive right away. First blood, Sanford picks it up as JP manages to escape, but Ukir with the kill, but it's gonna...
Especially in that match with the XP lane. And Carl's still going
They're
for it.
not even done. The Curse Blast was there from Ukir, though.
Not for yet. There he gets it.
Okay, JP might fall down here. Carl TZ picks up another onto Chaknu. But Endoryu's not even done onto Carl. Turtle. Not even done. Chaknu trying to hide here. Okay, here comes the kick coming in from JP. They want to burst down Iota. Iota manages to escape. And here comes Endoryu this time. Sanford has to use the flicker. Chaknu with a Sacred Hammer. They're going to catch Sanford. Is he going to be alive, though? He's going to fall down in the hands of Endoryu.
I mean, think about how much pressure this is just on the purple buff. So with every...
Flicker is available. JP with a kick once again, wanting to burst down Chaknu. A lot of skills expended. They're not even afraid to just burst down any member.
This Turtle, second one in the game. Sanford this time around could actually initiate too, just with the Sandstorm alone, or it could be JP. They're gonna press it.
This time JP goes in with a double knock-up onto Chaknu. But look at that, Carl TZ. Oh, he was able to cast the Implosion Blade plus a flicker out, but Carl TZ is gonna finish him off as Endoryu gets the turtle. Killing spree for Carl TZ, but Omega gets the turtle.
I don't know, man. This is taking me.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Once again, I mean, they've been doing that the whole game. I'm wondering if they just approach us a little bit slower, or they're just trying not to give any possible moment. Oh, they are.
Oh, here comes the double knockup from JP plus the Way of the Dragon. Raging Sanford coming in from Sanford onto the backline, but JP's the one down first. In exchange for Iota, Sanford has to walk away as Chaknu wanting to go for the setup, and here comes Big J. Sanji might be able to escape here. Chaknu picks up Sanford, but here comes the Spear of Destruction. Benny Cutie, plus there's a diversion play. How many will descend off? Sanji is also there, and Dory's gonna fall down in the hands of Sanford. Sanford's not even done. Four members of Omega are now down.
There he's literally flexing on him. Get yours now.
Oh, in sync with Sanji, the San duo.
Oh man.
With the flex.
And that's why for the community, I'm pretty sure the poll is collected. That's #1 right now.
That's
because
#1, yeah.
You're literally flexing on the team.
First TLPH recall, second Fnatic Onyx recall. For me.
Yeah.
And I hope the community agrees.
I agree. Man, I'm just saying, at this point, before all that broke out and before JP dove into the Tier 1 turret, I was going to say, I feel like they're just not giving the barangay here, Smart Omega, a chance to think about what they want to do or how they're going to approach the fight. TLPH is just like, yeah, kick it in high gear mode. We've got all the horsepower we need with the cavalry here.
Literally, there's no gear less than 6 for TLPH.
Yeah.
It's all pedal to the metal. They're really playing at an aggressive, fast pace. Credit to JP, credit to Sanford, credit to the recalls, really flexing on Omega. And for TLPH, you really need this win, this point. Because right now, you're sitting at 5th in standings.
You love to see it, too, the way JP's playing this show here. Yeah, he's died a few times, but he's doing his job. He's putting enough pressure on them alone, and they don't know if he's actually going to kick them or not. Whether he stands inside the base, and you've got Sanji flexing on you on the outside. What do you focus on? The shields are all going to be popped, and they work on the mid-turret.
Okay, Chaknu uses the conceal already. TLPH has minions on top. They lost the ones in the middle lane, as Omega was able to burst down the Lord without losing any inhibitors.
No inhibitors down, almost. This top one will just hold on a little bit longer. So for TLPH, 10,000 ahead and under the 12-minute mark too. That is how fast this game has gone, and it's scaled up. Conceal going to be used again as JP might be trying to go in. Diversion going to be used. So they go for the turret.
Here comes the kick onto Ryota, but Chaknu answers with an implosion. TLPH though on the attack right now. Wiki Shadow coming in from Carl TZ onto the backline, and Doryu's going to fall down. Chaknu, Ryota as well. 3 all of a sudden are gone. It's just Jom and Ook here as they take down 2 inhibitors with them. Sanji flexing the recalls. They have minions onto the middle lane, plus the 5-man recall for TLPH. Will they be able to bring this game down to their favor? Spear of Destruction coming in from Betty Cutie as he brings down Jom.